Good afternoon, my fellow SAP students. What I wanted to talk to you about today was how the procedure for setting up input and output tags in SAP. This is a three-stage process. The first stage is done by the end user. That's done in the SAP Easy Access screen. The first thing that you would do is create two general ledger accounts. One is going to be output tax, which is going to be a liability. The next one is going to be input tax, which is going to be an asset. You assign your tax category to both general ledger accounts, which is in the UK is going to be 0, 5, and 20%. And then you go into your general ledger accounts. In the sales general ledger accounts, you set up the tax for a plus. That means that it's an output tax. And then for the purchase general ledger accounts, it's going to be a minus, which means it's an input tax. The next thing that's done, it's done by the consultant, and this is done in the IMG screen. First thing you do is you create a tax procedure with copy method from 1 GB because SAP has the tax code set up already for each country. So 1 GB is the tax code for the UK because that's where I live and that's the tax code that I'm working under. The second thing is after copying the tax code, then you rename it and assign it to your country. In this instance, it's going to be GB. The third thing you do is create a tax code under your tax procedure, and then so you have to create like 2-digit characters for each procedure, which is 0%, 5%, 20% input tax, and also the same thing for output tax. You assign all tax codes to your tax general ledger, and so you would have to do that for input tax and output tax. The third stage in this process is the testing stage, and that's done in the SAP Easy Access screen. So what you have to do is you have to create a customer invoice using transaction code FB70. You can calculate the tax using the gross method, and then you can also calculate the tax using the net method. You observe both tax calculations, and then you observe both general ledger postings. So that's basically how you set up input and output tax in SAP FICO. I hope that you got some use out of this video. Goodbye.